guys, this is Daniel Alley, and a lot of people ask me, Daniel, how do I actually become a public speaker? And this is a common question that thousands of people have asked me because quite frankly, I've been able to reach millions of people from all around the world in every single country, and I've given famous speeches, whether it's TED Talk, whether it's on YouTube, or wherever it is, and I want to share with you 5 tips that will help you to improve your public speaking. So please take plenty of notes because I'm about to share with you some ideas that can change your life. So listen up. The first step to becoming a public speaker is to ask the question, why? Because once you understand why you want to do something, you understand how to do it much easier. You see, when I understood why I wanted to speak to people, I understood exactly which steps to take. When you understand your intention, you will understand your direction. You will understand where you want the message to go and who you want that message to reach. Before I create any speech, I pull out a piece of paper and I write the question, why? Why do they really need to hear from me? Why am I here? Why do they need my message? And why should I actually share it with them? You see, when you ask the question why, you gain more clarity and direction as to where you want to go in the speech. Now, if you want to become a great public speaker, you have to define your why. You have to know why you want to go out there and share your message. You see, the barrier to entry is very low. In other words, anyone can get into the public speaking industry. But the people who succeed the most are the people who understand why they're there. They're the ones who also last the longest. They're in the industry for 10, 20, 30, 50 years because they have a stronger version of what they believe their why actually is. They have a purpose, they have a vision, they have a mission, and they're able to align themselves with other people who can help them to reach their highest goals. Because after all, you can't speak in public without speaking to people. And in order to become a great public speaker, you need to become a leader. So I want you to ask the question, why? Why am I going out there? What do people need to hear from me? Why am I here to share this message with this audience? If you ask the question why, it will change the way you view things and it will change the way you do things. The second step to become a great public speaker is to ask what? What do I want to say? What do I want to share? What stories do I want to tell? What jokes do I want them to hear? Because you see, a lot of times people know why they want to speak, they know why they want to be out there, but they don't know what they want to say. And so you have to figure out what kind of content people actually need from you. In my public speaking career, I've addressed over 1,000 audiences live. And I've seen the reactions of people because they knew why I was there and they knew what I was saying. Now imagine if I came out there and I had no reason to be there and I had nothing to talk about. It would make no sense at all. So when you know why you're there and you know what to say, then you will be more prepared to share your message. My friends, there's been so many times where I go out there and I have that deep intention, I have that deep purpose, I have that understanding of exactly what it is I need to say and what it is I need to share, and people are prepared. They take notes, they learn a lot, and they laugh as they giggle their way to success. Before you go out to the marketplace, you have to understand what makes you different. What can you do that no one else can do? When you understand what you can deliver, then you will also know how you can deliver that message that you've been searching for. The third step to becoming a great public speaker is to ask yourself the question, who? Who do I want to serve? Who are the people that will align best with the message that I have to share? Because there's all different kinds of people and cultures in the world. You need to segment exactly the kind of person that will be ideal to your business. Public speaking is a business. And if you just treat it as a hobby, you'll never make a career as a professional speaker. I've seen so many times where people have been speaking for 10, 20, 30 years, but they've never been able to make a business out of public speaking. And like I said, you have to remember, it is a business. And the reason why they haven't found out how to make it a business is because they don't know who they're serving. They don't know where to go to find these people because they haven't defined who it is that they really want to help, who it is that they really want to serve, who it is that they really want to make an impact on. And so my friends, I want you to understand that you have to figure out who you want to reach. I want you to make a list of the top 5 people that you would prefer to work with the most. Who are your ideal clients? You can consider anything you want. Their age, their background, their culture, their religion. Anything you want, you can put it on paper and start to fantasize about what it would feel like to actually serve these people. What would it be like to stand on the stage and speak in front of an audience of 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 of these folks? My friends, with social media, it's completely unlimited with the amount of people you can reach. So you can define these people, but understand that you're probably going to reach more people than you have defined for yourself. And because we have the internet today, we can reach far more than 10,000 people in a day. In fact, I do it. I reach way more than 10,000 people a day. And I'm telling you this because when I started, there was no way that I could have done that because the internet wasn't where it is today. So my friends, I want you to know that you have a greater opportunity to serve who it is that you want to serve, but you have to define them first. The fourth step to becoming a great public speaker is to figure out which approach you really want to use when it comes to sharing your message with your audience. Now, you can go offline or you can go online. When I started, I went offline because that's all I knew. That's all I could see. That's all I wanted to do. But once I realized the power of the internet, I decided to shift my business online because that is where the future was going. I started writing articles for LinkedIn, and then I decided to start posting on Facebook. And then a few months later, I said to myself, why don't I just get on YouTube? And then I said to myself, well, I might as well get on Instagram too. Now I use Twitter and Snapchat and all those other social medias because I understand the value. It's the only way you can really reach millions of people in this common era. And if you're not using the online platforms that are available to you, then you're making a great mistake as a public speaker. And by the way, make sure to check out all those online platforms that I mentioned so that you can understand how to use it too. Now remember, there's multiple approaches that you can use when it comes to building a business, whether you use it offline or online. But you have to figure out which approach will work best for you. Some people just want to do a podcast. Other people just want to write books. Some people just want to be on Snapchat. You have to figure out which strategy will work best for you and how you can use it effectively to impact more people in society. Look, I've trained thousands of people on how to use a proper online strategy. And if you need my help, make sure to write me at info@danielalley.com so I can show you how to build your brand and how to effectively market that brand so that you can impact more people and make more money in return. The fifth step to becoming a successful public speaker is to be consistent. My friends, so many people drop out within 6 months of starting their speaking business because they don't understand this very simple principle. It is so easy to be consistent, but you have to figure out what you need to do in order to do it correctly. When I started out, I said to myself, I'm going to give over 200 speeches in my first year of public speaking. And I set those parameters because I believed that those numbers would help me to be consistent with the kind of person that I wanted to become. Now, I set those kind of numbers all the time, but you have to decide what numbers will work best for you. If you're a musician, how many songs do you want to write? If you're a poet, how many poems do you want to create? If you're a public speaker, how many speeches do you want to give in the next 5 years? If you do something that you know can help other people, set a number, because if it's not measured, it's not managed. And if it's not managed, it cannot be mastered. So if you want to master your craft, I highly recommend you using my rule called the Rule of 100. And basically what this is, it's very simple. If you do anything over 100 times, you become incredibly proficient. In fact, after I gave 100 speeches, a lady walked up to me and she asked me, Daniel, how much do you charge? I looked at her funny and I was like, charge? Because I didn't expect her to ask me how much I charged. But I knew that I was becoming better. I knew I was becoming proficient. I knew that I could be seen as an expert in my industry. And she decided to pay me because she saw that in me. But my question for you is, what are you willing to do in order to remain consistent and show people what you're really worth? Because when it comes down to it, you gotta get paid. And the only way to get paid is to keep on going, keep on practicing, and keep on learning. Alright, there you go, my friends. I just shared with you 5 secrets of how to become a great public speaker. If you like this video, please comment yes in the comment section below. And please hit that subscribe button and join the notification squad if you haven't already. Just hit that little bell and I promise you we're going to keep on sending you videos that will impact your life. Guys, this is Daniel Alley. It's been a great pleasure. Make sure to find me on Instagram because I have so much more I want to share with you. I look forward to watching you razzle and dazzle your way to the stage and make an appearance. Guys, you're going to do it big. Keep going, keep living, and keep speaking as much as you can. I'll see you on the next video.